shining the feminine elite of Oakdale across the hall. A convenient little stairway for retiring husbands and diffident burglars. Yes, indeed. The darkness of the upper hallway offered no obstacle to this familiar housebreaker. He passed the tempting luxury of Mrs. Prim's boudoir, the chaste elegance of Jonas Prim's bedroom with all the possibilities of forgotten wallets and negotiable papers, setting his course straight for the apartments of Abigail Prim, the spinster daughter of the First National Bank of Oakdale. Or should we utilize a more charitable and at the same time more truthful word than spinster? I think we should, since Abigail was but 19 and quite human, despite her name. Upon the dressing table of Abigail reposed much silver and gold and ivory, wrought by clever artisans into articles of great beauty and some utility, but with scarce a glance the burglar passed them by, directing his course straight across the room to a small wall safe, cleverly hidden by a bit of tapestry. How, oh how, this suggestive familiarity with the innermost secrets of a virgin's sacred apartments upon the part of one so obviously of the male persuasion, and by his all-too-apparent calling a denizen of that underworld of which no Abigail should have intimate knowledge? Yet truly, and with scarce a faint indication of groping, though the room was dark, the marauder walked directly to the hidden safe, swung back the tapestry in its frame, turned the knob of the combination, and in a moment opened the circular door of the strong-box. A fat roll of bills and a handful of jewelry he transferred to the pockets of his coat. Some papers, which his hand brushed within the safe, he pushed aside as though pre-advised of their inutility to one of his calling. Then he closed the safe door, closed the tapestry upon it, and turned toward a dainty dressing table. From a drawer in this exquisite bit of Sheraton, the burglar took a small nickel-plated automatic, which he slipped into an inside breast pocket of his coat. Nor did he touch another article therein or thereon, nor hesitate an instant in the selection of the drawer to be rifled. His knowledge of the apartment of the daughter of the house of Prim was little short of uncanny. Doubtless the fellow was some plumber's apprentice who had made good use of an opportunity to study the lay of the land against a contemplated invasion of these holy precincts. But even the most expert of second-story men nod, and now that all seemed as though running on greased rails, a careless elbow raked a silver candlestick from the dressing-table to the floor, where it crashed with a resounding din that sent cold shivers up the youth's spine and conjured in his mind a sudden onslaught of investigators from the floor below. The noise of the falling candlestick sounded to the taut-nerved housebreaker as might the explosion of a stick of dynamite during prayer in a meeting-house. That all Oakdale had heard it seemed quite possible, while those below stairs were already turning questioning ears, and probably inquisitive footsteps upward was almost a foregone conclusion. Adjoining Miss Prim's boudoir was her bath, and before the door leading from the one to the other was a cretonne-covered screen, behind which the burglar now concealed himself, the while he listened in rigid apprehension for the approach of the enemy. But the only sound that came to him from the floor below was the deep laugh of Jonas Prim. A profound sigh of relief escaped the beardless lips, for that laugh assured the youth that, after all,